Hey, good morning and welcome to Sonoron Living Live. I am Stephanie Sandoval with Andy Barnes. Good morning to you.
Good morning. We've made it through Monday. We're almost there.
Barely. Thanks for making us part of your morning. We appreciate you.
We just appreciate
spending the hour with us. Well, I got to ask you. We're talking about money at the top of the show. You have three little boys, 10, 7.5, and 2.5.
Exactly.
Do you do allowance yet?
We do allowance, and then I don't know if our professional over here is going to tell me I'm doing it wrong, but we take money away when they don't deserve it. But it's funny, I have a child.
For behavior or for not doing, say,
not
chores?
Not doing the chores.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of times at the end of the week, there's nothing left. There's just sorry, but
they don't do it.
You really messed up. So,
all right.
But I have a saver and I have a spender, so I cannot wait to hear about this next segment. Tell me what I'm doing wrong or what they're doing wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Well, stick around because I'm going to get right into this next segment.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit about money and kids because when it comes to teaching kids about money, the sooner is better than later. Because with our economy going the way it is, it's a great example to show them that things are not obviously going to stay the same forever. Say Social Security. Our next guest says it may not be around, and this new book may actually help some grandparents and parents interested in successful money management habits teach that to their children. It's called It's Likely Your Grandkids Will Be Poor Unless, by the author Chris Kolpinski. So we welcome Chris to the show, and thanks for being here.
Thanks, Stephanie. Thanks for inviting me.
Now, you are a grandfather.
Yes, I am. I've got 7 grandkids, and they're the joy of my life.
7 grandkids. Do you think that your children are doing it right when it comes to your grandkids and teaching them money?
It's not a matter of whether my kids are doing it right. I was never taught the finer parts of finance. It was like something you grew up with it and you learned as you go along. So I never was able to impart that information, the proper information, to my own kids. They're much smarter than I am, okay? But they're involved in their own lives. So a grandparent comes in and says, you know what, Stephanie, I've just read this book. There's a lot of good ideas in there that I want to share with you and help the kids get smarter because change is coming very rapidly.
You say Social Security is not something that we should be teaching our kids that they can depend on.
No, you've got to make the kids financially savvy so they can be responsible for their own financial well-being. And that's only achieved through knowledge. And knowledge is power.
Chris, if adults cannot do this, how in the world are you going to teach a child these kinds of principles?
Well, it's not a matter of teaching the principles, it's understanding why. Nobody taught us of the changes that are coming. They're coming fast. There's no guarantees. We know that. The kids don't. So if you let the kids know that there's changes coming and they're going to have to be responsible for their well-being, financial well-being, they will get on board. Kids are like sponges. They'll pick all the stuff up.
They absolutely are like sponges. Give me some practical examples of maybe something we could take home without having read the book today and instill into our kids or even our parents, the parents of the children.
I think the most crucial thing is that the adult understand what they're trying to do.
Like what?
The thing is to understand that you are giving the greatest gift to your child or grandchild, the gift of financial savvy. Let me tell you what I did with our grandchildren. My oldest granddaughter graduated high school last year, and we were deciding she's going on to college. What are we going to give her for a gift? Well, she's going on to college, and there's money's involved. There's $1,000. Okay? Then we said, no, we'll give her $25 a week for a year. That's $1,350. What will she take? Instant gratification or the cash flow?
Which did she take?
We changed it. We said, Jenna, we're going to give you $5,000, but you've got to earn it. You've got to become financially savvy. And we spelled out, and it's spelled out in the book, steps that we took to have her become financially savvy. Once she became financially savvy, I mean, she doesn't have to know why the Federal Reserve sets monetary policy, but understands finance a little bit. Then she gets the money. She can't spend it. All she can do is invest it. She graduates college. She can't buy a car. She can't go on a honeymoon. She can't pay for a honeymoon. She can't do anything with that money except make more money.
Wow.
And when she's 35, the only thing she can spend, and this is just a trust agreement, nothing in writing, the only thing you can spend is the money you made last year.
Wow.
Now, as a result of that, we gave that gift to all our grandchildren.
I kind of want to be your grandchild right now. I'll take that investment money, no doubt.
Okay, but you can't spend it.
I'm okay with that.
All right? Let me tell you this. Of the 7 grandchildren, the youngest being 10, the oldest being 19, the 9th grade already has his $5,000. And a lot of people can't afford $5,000.
Right.
You can do it $500.
But you adjust it to the scale. If it's $100 or $5,000, whatever it is.
Whatever you can afford. But the thing is, they have to earn it. They have to earn it. I mentioned in the book, we don't give our grandkids money, cash, because they'll spend it. We give them checks. And then it's allocated. 75% towards investment, 25% for your whatever you want to blow it on.
Blow it. I'm good in the blowing the money department. Well, we've got some information about this game, your book, and a couple more bits of information. So I appreciate you coming in.
I appreciate you having me, inviting me. Thank you very much.
Some really great principles. Some that I frankly wish I would have learned a lot earlier. For more information on Chris's new book and some more tips, just visit our website, SonoranLiving.com.